Matt Stepp, Dave Campbell's Texas football here at the DFW Coaches Clinic, here with the new head coach of the Chisholm Trail Rangers, Coach Ricklan Holmes. And, Coach, first off, congratulations on the new gig, and thanks for taking a few minutes to chat with us.
Hey, appreciate it, man. As always a great pleasure seeing you, the great Matt Stepp, and being able to be a part of what you do for our association and all our kids.
Appreciate it, Coach. And, we're here at the DFW Clinic. Speaking of the association, we like to call the DFW Clinic mini coaching school because it's such a big clinic. It's kind of the place to be in the off season. And for you, just now getting hired at Chisholm Trail, getting your feet on the ground, how nice is it to be back at a clinic talking ball with your peers?
Well, first and foremost, I don't have to drive 3 hours to get to it no more.
That's nice.
Being in the Metroplex is a blessing right now, and being able to come to this clinic and not have to go out the way to come to this clinic is awesome. The setup, the speakers, the vendors, you can't say enough about how it's ran and what it does for us coaches.
And I imagine you'll take a lot of if you don't take anything back from this clinic, you're not doing it right, because I'm sure you got your pen and pad out taking notes, because the speaker list for these 3 days is unbelievable, right? A lot of guys who won a lot of football games, right?
Well, I done upgraded, so I don't have pen and pad anymore. I got a tablet that I take with me.
You're
so
fancy now.
I'm a little fancier now, but I have been taking some great notes. Just the side conversations alone with coaches, with the X's and O's, just grabbing a piece of paper from anywhere and talking about things. You learn from that just as much as you learn from the lectures that we have here.
All right, now, Coach, you're starting at Chisholm Trail. You've been on the job. Have you been on the job 2 weeks yet?
It's 3 weeks.
Okay, you've been on the job 3 weeks. When so obviously you get to a new place. You're drinking from a fire hose. You got a lot of things going on. When you got your feet on the ground, what was priority one for you when you met your kids? Was it just simply getting to know your kids and kind of learning about them?
Setting the standard off the bat, knowing what the structure and our expectations are going to be, because that's what they're going to have to conform to. And right now our kids are doing a great job understanding what being a Ranger is all about.
And when you step into a program, let's be honest, Chisholm Trail hasn't had a lot of success recently. It's little things that kind of build on things, right? You got to, like you said, set the standard. It's about lining up right. It's about being on time. It's about doing all those little things right. And I guess when you set that expectation and set that standard, the kids will eventually rise to that standard. That's the hope, right?
Oh, most definitely. And we're going to change the culture and the history of Chisholm Trail. From 2012 to now, they've never made the playoff. That's something that we got to focus on doing, bringing that pride, bringing that tradition to Chisholm Trail and building on that. And I think we have the kids to do it. With the kids that's going through all season right now, we got them. We got the guys to turn that program around and make it go in the right direction.
And the infrastructure is in place. I know Eagle Mountain Saginaw administration of the community is very supportive. You guys have the best facilities. You have a great stadium, great weight room, great lot. I mean, all the pieces are in place to have a great program. When you were interviewing for this job and when you went through the process, was that one of the things that caught your eye? What was the setup and the standard that the district has set, and the investment they've made in the kids?
Well, the main thing that drew my interest to Eagle Mountain Saginaw was the infrastructure of the district. And it starts with the superintendent, Dr. Jim Chadwell, and then it works its way down between Coach Barker, Coach Abishon, Coach Levitt, and then it filters through our great principal, Dr. Winston McGowan. So everybody's on the same page. Everybody has the same thought process. Everybody has the same understanding of what it takes to have a successful program. And it's not just about wins and losses that come on the football field. It's about how you're affecting the kids. And that's one thing I totally understand about this district is, even with our sister schools, Boswell and Saginaw and now Eagle Mountain, we all have an understanding that we're here to take care of the kids first, and the wins and losses will come.
All right, now when you looking at actually specifically football stuff, the offseason, everybody wants to get bigger, everybody wants to get stronger. Those are the standards of the offseason. But for you and your coaching staff, as you build that staff, you've also got to try to implement a new system, new schemes, new terminology. So for you, and you may not have said this yet, what's your plan going forward? Do you want to do spring football and use that time to learn things? And obviously you're going to use 7-on-7. You're going to have summer workout periods, all that stuff. What's kind of the overall offseason plan before y'all hit the field for that first game in August?
Well, we started with structure. We started with discipline. And then we're working our way into the weight room. And when we go from the weight room, then we'll start implementing a little bit of football stuff, because my plan is to have a purple and gold game for the first time in school history. So I think that's going to be something that not only helps the development of our kids' football IQ, but it also starts to bring in a little bit of noise, a little bit of pride into the program from the outside community.
All right, now final question for you. We got UIL realignment coming up on Thursday. Always a big day. I'm sure you'll be at Birdville with the rest of us waiting.
I'm going to Birdville, and I had to go down I-20.
There you go. Yeah, a little closer for you. We'll tell Tepper to bring the breakfast tacos, right? All right, and so you'll be at Birdville on Thursday. For you guys, a lot of people are saying, oh, Chisholm Trail, they're going to move down to 5A Division I. Should help them out a lot, and maybe it will. But I think obviously you know this as well as I do. 5A Division I. There's a lot of good football teams in that classification. I'm assuming you're going to expect to be in a tough district, and you're going to have to try to get your hard hat on and get ready, right?
I can put my hard hat on. I just don't want to be putting my travel shoes on and going to Amarillo and try to play some football. Yeah. But other than that, 5A Division I is going to be tough. I've played in it before at John Tyler High School, so I understand the competition level of that. The thing about when you go by classifications, you start at 6A and you work your way down, it's not about the talent. It's about the amount of talent. I feel like Chisholm Trail is going to be put in a position to where our talent will be leveled out with the amount of talent that we'll be facing week in and week out. And it gives us a chance to build ourselves back up before we possibly go back to 6A.
Coach, appreciate your time. The clinic's getting crowded again. A lot of great speakers around. A lot of great coaches. We're going to talk some ball. Appreciate what you do for student athletes in the state of Texas. And good luck in 2024. And we'll see you at Realignment.
So appreciate you, big dog.